Introducing the ultimate AI voiceover. Yep, like me. Go to artlist.io and get exclusive voice
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Just Mo Show. How are you all diddly doodling? It's been a hot minute. How have you all been? I hope you've all had a fantastic rest of your week, and you're having a fantastic Saturday. Yeah, that's right. It's Saturday, my dudes and dudettes, and to everybody else who's watching. Yeah, it's Saturday. I think Ed's gonna join when he wants to. I think he's gonna be on his phone again because there's something wrong with his mic. So there's something wrong with his mic because he tried it again today and he sounded even worse, like proper full on Dalek. And so I just went, you need to fix that. So I've got a new one. I've got a new one coming. I was like, thank God, because you sound god awful. I was like, you can't even hear. Like, you could understand somewhat on Wednesday. You could somewhat understand him. You couldn't at all. What you saying? He's like so gargly. I was like, you generally do now sound like a Dalek. But yes, we are back. We are back. We are back. I don't even know where to begin, really, because there's apparently a fair bit that we're going to be talking about tonight. Ed, if you're watching, please get in the chat. Let me know if you're watching. Oh. Because all I know that there's a bit that Ed wants to of course I'm watching. Right, well I might as well send you the link now then, instead of faffing around and waiting forever to do so. Ooh. There we go. That's a bit better. It's been sent to you. R-E-S-P-C-T. Is it gonna work? No, it hasn't this time. His audio has not worked this time. Honestly, you might have come up with a tick or an X. You might want to check your audio settings. He's gone. He's gone. He's like, oops. Here he is. Is it working now?
Yes, it's working. No, well, I don't know what's working here. I'm on here anyway, so that's all that really matters, isn't it?
Look, because I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even know where to begin tonight because there's a lot that you want to talk about.
I don't know what's going on tonight, to be fair.
I mean, I think we should start off with the thing that we always normally do. The first thing, it's got to be the football, hasn't it?
Oh, yes. Well, I went out and watched a bit of the match tonight, to be fair. They were playing like a bag of Spanish. The only thing I'll give me their favour was they won on penalties.
Yep.
But I'll be honest with you,
I saw bloody England Twitter, like, never in doubt, every single England fan was down we were going to win that. Every single England fan. We were absolutely shitting ourselves because we were going, what the hell is Southgate doing? What on earth are these players doing? I've never seen an England team so unbalanced. It's ridiculous. It's so unbalanced. You've got two right backs playing. You've got a winger playing at right back or right wing back.
We're all over the spot tonight.
What on earth is going? What am I watching? That's why I even said to my grandson, I'm done watching England now because they just bore me to death. As soon as we get rid of Southgate, the best, because I can't deal with his style of football. So
Well, they're all standing
look at the
now
players that we do have at the disposal. We've got great talent there. Is it overhyped and overrated? 1 billion%.
well, they're all
But should we be playing and performing better with the quality and the talent that's currently in our possession for our team? 100%. We should be one of the best attacking forces with fairly solid defence. Because overall, when you look at all the areas apart from goalkeeper, England are really, really well rich in depth with top talent.
Well, no, they're all on BBC One at the minute, patting themselves on the back for doing a wonderful job. That's
I
why it
don't
went
get
down
it. Just
penalties.
be real. Just be honest. You go, you played like shit.
Yeah, but we won it on the
That's
penalty.
me. I would say it. I go, they played like shit for 90 minutes. Then they picked it up in extra time, but they couldn't get a goal because they're that crap. And then they got to penalties, and thank their lucky stars that the other team was shit at them. There's no ifs or buts about it. The other team just weren't good at penalties. England somehow were. England are normally awful at penalties, but over the last 10 years, we've improved on penalties.
Well, let's be blunt. At the end of the day, we've won that many bleeding lost. We've lost that many sodding times with it.
Yeah.
You had no bloody
Yeah.
practice penalty.
Yeah.
You go the
The amount of times England have been knocked out due to penalties, especially when I was growing up, oh my God, it was in of every single tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Near enough every single tournament, near enough every single World Cup, near enough every single Euros. We would normally always beat on penalties. Occasional times where it was extra time. But the majority of the time it was through penalty shootout.
Yeah, even Lineker was slating them tonight on the penalties and saying, we've probably lost this, I bet they're bricking it, this, that, and the other. I'm like, yeah, of course you will be, you muppet. We normally get knocked out because of bleeding penalties. But yeah, it was a bit interesting tonight, we'll say, I'll put it that way. But no, as I say, there's quite a lot to say. That's all I'm going to say about the football, to be fair, because you got winged out last week talking about football. So I'm not going to say anything apart from if they'd have screwed that up tonight, they wouldn't probably not got off the plane when they got back.
Nope.
They'd play like a pack of spanners all week. But if you play like a pack of spanners since it started, to be fair.
So you're trying to keep it PG and whatnot, or just say they played shit.
Oh yeah, no, I've got to give you PG.
Because that's the whole point. Like, they are professional footballers. They get paid hundreds of thousands of pounds. They played like shit. Like they played.
I've always said this.
I know for a fact that Sunday League football players can play better tactical football than that.
No, I'll be honest with you. I've always said this from day one. Anybody that plays for the country should not be paid. They should get the basic expenses covered.
I don't really think they get paid an awful lot though to play for the country.
I wouldn't pay them anything. That's my point. I'd say, look, your food's covered, your accommodation's covered.
Well, yeah.
Your training's
To be
covered.
fair,
That's all.
To be fair, I don't think they should get much really for. I do think they should get something because
I think
they are still representing the country. But do they deserve an awful lot? No, because they get most of the time they're either every single time they are accommodated with rooms, food, etc., training facilities. They've got everything at their disposal. They've got everything at their disposal, ready and waiting for them. If they want to use the gym, they can use the gym. Whatever.
No, my argument is, if you make it to the final, you get paid. If you don't get that all. Plain and simple. Because that way they're being paid for results.
No, but the thing is though, when it comes to the final, that's the granddaddy, that's the cherry on top of everything, because not everybody can reach the final. Not everybody can reach the final.
But that's my point. If they get to the final, you deserve to get a wage. If you don't make it to the final, you don't deserve.
I think that they deserve maybe double of what they're earning for the country, because you've got to the final. There's a little incentive. If you win, you could get something else. You could get a little bit more. Who knows? But England haven't won anything in 50 plus years. Maybe nearly 60 years, I think now. So when you think of it as a whole, England are desperate for a win. They're desperate for a trophy. They are desperate. They're
against.
begging for it. They're begging,
Yeah, but
begging, begging for it. I mean, the
but
fans
look at
most definitely. They are crying out for it.
well, yeah, but as I said, look who they're playing against. We haven't really got any decent opposition in this league, so I'm surprised he took a miss picking long get a bloody more than 2 goals.
The thing is, though, it's international football. It's a lot more competitive than it is when you come to the Premier League or any other kind of league football. It's international football, and it's a tournament. This is a world tournament. Oh well, this is the European tournament. So all the national sides, within Europe battle it out for Euros, and then you've got is it Copa America? I think that's what it's called. Oh, and that's for like South America, America, etc. That area. That's what that tournament's made for. It's for those countries to go at it, and then when it comes to the World Cup, that's when the whole world competes for the trophy, and that tournament lasts even longer than the Euros does because you've got the whole entire world, and they have to go through World Cup qualifiers, which last longer than the Euro qualifiers. It's like it probably would last a little bit longer as a whole. So like
But that's
they do deserve a little bit of money because they are still representing their country. But
yeah, I
when
wouldn't
they are
like that.
playing like that, when they're playing like garbage, I would literally threaten going, if you continue to play like this, I'm taking your paychecks. Why would
Well,
we
yeah,
why would we pay you to represent your country and that's how you're going out and performing on a day-to-day on a game-to-game basis? You don't know how to pass a ball. You don't know how to shoot a ball. You don't know how to strike it. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to make a run. You don't know what the tactics have been put in motion. Why aren't you making a move? Why aren't you doing anything at all?
oh
So
yeah, as I said, play that.
why should we give you money to do that every single game? It's pointless.
Oh yeah, but no, as I say, on the flip side of that, however, we'll move on because say if I get into football stuff, we'll get wins at.
Oh yeah,
Um,
we will do. Like so we always normally start off with the football if it's on. If
yeah,
especially if it's a world tournament. If it's a world tournament, we start off with like 5-10 minutes of it. Uh, but yeah, I could complain about England forever, and I've got people on Twitter and whatnot going, "Oh, support your country, support your country." I'll support my country when they start playing better football and not scraping wins out.
well, no, it's quite simple. Yeah, support your
I'll be
country.
happy that they've won and whatnot, but I'm not going to be
But my
ecstatic because they're playing
point,
like crap.
no,
I'm not here to sugarcoat stuff. A manager who's
no,
not good enough and belongs in youth coach, within the youth coaching, are also players that are just massively overhyped and
but
overrated
no,
by not only just
I
the England fans, but their support, the pundits, journalists, and the media. I'm done.
But yeah, no, I'm off this way. Yes, support your country, but to play like spanners, call them out on it because you're doing a disservice to your country if you don't.
Oh, absolutely. Because
But
I've got a friend, and even he's always like, "Oh, why are you constantly badgering on?" I'm like, "Are you happy with the way the team's playing?" They're like, "We got the win." I went, "You're what's wrong with football then? Don't settle for, oh, we got a win. Do you not want to see your team performing well? Do you not want to see your nation going up against these other nations and absolutely wiping the floor with them, which they should be doing with the talent that they've got, according to the media, according to the pundits and the journalists, all these pillocks that don't know anything, and all these pillocks that have been retired for 10 plus years, and they're all badgering on, saying, "Oh, this player's this player's that." No, they're not. They're all right. They're good. They've got some quality there. Stop overhyping them, because it's going to come to a world tournament, and guess what? They're going to get found out.
you're gonna get obliterated. But anyway, I'm not doing no more
It
football.
comes to a world tournament every single time that it does. It comes to a world tournament, and the players that say, "Look at Harry Kane, gone missing, he's gone missing," and I'm like, I even had the chat with my granddad. I went, "He's not an elite striker. He isn't. He's a tapping merchant. Most of Harry Kane's goals, do the research. Most of his goals are inside the box. Go check it. Go check it. If I'm chatting, go and check it. Harry Kane's the majority of his goals come from inside the box. They don't come from outside. He's a tapping merchant. He's a poacher. So everyone's going, oh, he's world class. He's not. He's just a very good tapping merchant. He's always at the right place at the right time and scored a lot of penalties.
Oh, no, I'm not doing no more. I'm not getting winged up talking about football. But
Like I said, I could go on and on and on.
Oh yeah, so no, we'll leave it at that. As I say, I'm going to bring up Strife. I'm going to tell people a few things what's been going on because obviously people don't know any of this, and we put it on the page this evening. So if anybody wants to go and have a look, we can do. For the last 18 years, there's been individuals. I'm not going to mention names that have been, if I'm honest, being a bit of a tool by smashing the rescue up and everything else. I'm going to talk a little bit about the rescue, folks, then we'll come on to the main bit, which you're all waiting to hear about. And Barrow Police, and I'm going to say this, have deliberately looked the other way because of these individuals. Now, we don't know what these individuals have got over Barrow Police, to be fair. If I'm honest, I don't really care because the law's the law, and that's how it is in the world. You break the law, you get the consequences. So, but anyway, for some unknown reason, these individuals have been given basically a green light to do what they like. So we got a bit cheesed off with it a while back. So we instructed a solicitor not to go after these individuals because we know that's a pointless exercise. Because we've spoken to other people that have also done it, and again, that's been a pointless exercise. To go after the police, and we have, and we've not only got them to admit there's two-tier police service going on in Barrow regarding these individuals, but we've made them so jumpy, is the word I'm going to use, that they offered us to pay us to not go to court with the matter.
Oh, this is what you sent me. This is the message you sent me, isn't it? This is the message you sent me yesterday. What was it
Right,
today?
yeah. And
so basically, Ed sent me a message in regards to this. It shows me what was sent to him, and I know about this all. By the way, I know this whole shindig, and I couldn't stop laughing because I was like, "Oh my god, they're trying so hard to not go to court," but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. The police initially thought we were BSing. And we were just, yeah, we're going to get you caught. And they're like, yeah, whatever, which is typical Barrow Police. Then they got a solicitor's letter through. And they're like, yeah, we got a solicitor involved. Yeah, go away. And then they got a court document through. And they're like, yeah, whatever, go away, we're not interested.
Yeah.
And then it went quiet because obviously there was a few things going on in the court system. And if I'm honest, we got sort of lost in the melee. So I chased it with the courts. And my solicitor chased it with the courts. And the court said, oh, Christ, sorry, this should have been done months ago. We'll fast track this for you now. So they fast tracked it. So after the fast track, we got a court date. And the police like, yeah, whatever, go away. But then they realised that, yeah, whatever, isn't going to go away.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go away. So at that point, they went, oh, Christ, what are we going to do? And we said, it's not a problem. What we want from you, I'll tell everybody what we've asked for, so everybody knows, is we've asked for the complete list of crimes reported and all the actions that have been taken by Barrow Police. I'm not going to say the rest of the county, because Barrow's the one that's at fault for this, that Barrow Police have looked the other way on. And you'll be surprised, over 100 crimes reported, not only us, but other members of the public. And every single one of them either closed before it even got anywhere, or literally NFA'd straight away. And for those that don't understand the criminology bit regarding the word NFA, NFA is no further action. Basically means go away, we can't be bothered dealing with it. That's all it is.
Right.
Okay. Or you're not guilty. Or if you get arrested, you get NFA, it means you haven't got any evidence and you didn't do it, so go away. So anyway, put them in NFA. Anyway, long story short, we asked for that information. They refused to give us it. And literally about a week before the court hearing, which was in June.
Yeah.
We got an email from them saying, actually, we're going to give you this information. Please stop the court case. And the solicitor wrote back to him saying, well, fine, send us the information. And he sent the information, and then he said, "Okay, well, we're not stopping the court case, but now we've got the information, we can go straight to trial." And I thought, "Well, okay, that's nice of him anyway." Finally, after months, after a few months of trying to get his paperwork sorted out, but then he got because he then wrote back to my solicitor, very very recently actually. I've put it up on our page, so people can have a quick look at it. I haven't put it all up there, just the interesting bits, and said, "We admit that we'd screwed up." And he said, "Great, fantastic. What we're going to do about it?" And I said, "Well, now bearing in mind, we're dealing with officers and legal professionals from Penrith, not Barrow." And he says, "Well, actually, there's not a lot we can do about it because we're not in Barrow." And I said, "Well, that's fine. How are we going to proceed with this then?" And he said, "Well, that's easy. What we'll do is we'll give you, and I'll tell the people now, we'll give you £4,000. He initially suggested 10, and my solicitor said, "Me, go away, we're not interested. Put something in writing," because that was only a conversation. But they wrote to us and said, "Well, we'll give you £4,000, and that'll be at the end of the matter, and it'll all go away, and everything's fine and good."
Nope.
And my solicitor rang me up and said, "Have you read the email I just sent you?" I said, "Well, actually, yes, I've just finished reading it." He said, "What's your response?" And "Tell me to get stuffed." And he went, "Pardon?" I said, "Tell me to get stuffed." I said, "If you want, I'll put it in an email. You can send it to him, tell him to get stuffed." Well, I would word it differently, but yes, okay, I see the point you're making.
Yeah, that's a solicitor talking, isn't it? Get stuff.
He said,
I need to word it a little bit differently, just a little bit.
he said, "Why are you telling her to get stuffed?" I said, "Well, to me, that is the equivalent of um, turning around and saying to somebody, well, we know you've broken the law, but we're not going to do anything about it because at the end of the day, um,
We can do what we want.
yeah, um, if we just give you an amount of money, that you'll be happy because you've got money in the bank and stuff, and away you go. Thank you very much." Well, I pointed out to my solicitor.
Unfortunately for them, Ed does have an awful lot of money.
Yeah, well, I pointed out to them.
Maybe a bit too much that he knows what to do with.
Yes, to be fair, but I just pointed out to my that's the equivalent of trapping your personal parts in a door and then saying, "Oh, that hurt. I'm going to trap my personal parts in the door again."
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, I don't understand that statement." I said, "Well, we might get money." I said, "But we still have the same problems from the individuals." And he went, "Right, okay, what do you want?" I said, "Well, they've already told you in a previous email. They're going to review all the crimes." I said, "So what I've said I want to do is, this is all been done, by the way, through solicitors, letting them do. If anyone wants to find out, give me a message on Facebook and I'll send you all the documents. You'll have a right laugh reading it all because it's absolutely hysterical from some of the police statements." But anyway, he turned around and I said, "Well, no." I said, "They can give me X amount of money, but I'm still dealing with the same morons." And he went, "Well, yeah." I said, "Well, that's my point. Until that's dealt with, I'm not taking any amount of money." He said, "But okay, I'll go back to the police." So he went back to the legal team at Cumbria Police and told them, and they said, "Well, we can't deal with that." And my solicitor pointed out and said, "Well, go on and enlighten me. Why can't he deal with it?" And he said, "Well, we can't tell you." Now, I've got a very good solicitor. Damn good, if I'm honest. And he said, "Well, normally when you get that sort of statement, it's because it's on some sort of protection list. And therefore, they don't want the individuals, aka the people involved, highlighted in the media and the press because obviously that then gets their picture in the papers and it gets their names in the papers. And obviously, if they're on some sort of protection list, it's the equivalent of hiding from the Cray twins, and then you pick up your local paper and you're on the front page, which is, but with what part of the country you're living in and what you've been up to and your picture and everything." So he said, so the police said, "Well, we don't want that to happen."
Tough.
And at that point, again, my solicitor contacted me, and at that point, again, I gave the same initial statement. "Oh dear, what a shame, never mind."
Oh, cry me a river.
Yeah, basically. So after that, he went back to them again and basically said to him that after I'd stopped laughing at their statement, he repeated my statement to them, which I obviously emailed to him as well, just saying, and I quote, "Oh dear, what a shame, and never mind." So,
Yeah, I have to admit, even I chuckle at that. I'm like, this is smart, Alec.
so They've now, as I said, they're now panicking like anything at the moment, and they say they've made this offer of £4,000 to make the matter go away. But unfortunately for them, they could make it £40,000. They could make it £400,000. The matter ain't gonna go away. So I'm letting members of the public know because what I've said is from day one is once this all does get sorted out, anything we make, I'll be making a substantial dollar. I'll be buying a load of stuff for the rescue. To be fair. Um, just because at the end of the day, I feel it's something that I should do as a member, as a person, because a lot of the rescue staff have had problems with these individuals and whatnot, and I've done my best to try to sort it out. Unfortunately, Cumbria Police, as I say, correction, Barrow Police, um, to be fair, probably couldn't sort this out because for some reason, as I say, when a protection list's in order, I'll tell you how it works so everybody knows, because it's just involving the fact. You have a specific officer, and when a particular name comes up, or names, any crime, any inquiries, anything to do with that particular person or that name, goes across this one officer's desk. And they get to decide what happens with it. So, for example, I'll give you a couple of. You could have a convicted. Let's get silly today. You can have a convicted car thief. I was going to say something else, but we'll call car thief
Yeah, I
because
thought
that's
you were
more.
about to say something quite bad. Then I was like,
I'll go car thief because it's PG.
yeah.
And,
I was like, thank
this
God,
officer
Ed.
gets told. This officer gets told to make sure this car thief who robbed a car from I don't know a major drug dealer who's said he's going to get him etc. for stealing his car doesn't ever get anything done to them because they want to keep this person hidden. So then again, you get a report in where this car thief just stole somebody's car and smashed it up, or they've broken into somebody's car or whatever. Yep,
Yeah.
and that then gets put across this officer's desk because obviously the car owner wants the police to prosecute because stolen his car or damaged his car. And the police turn around and say, yeah, we can definitely, there's definitely a crime here, no problem, we'll deal with it. But then it goes across this particular officer's desk. And at this point, this officer does as he's been instructed and says, this is going nowhere. And he uses his position as a police officer to make sure that it doesn't go nowhere
What is
because
that?
he,
There's a word. There's a word for that.
yes, it's called corruption. But anyway,
Exactly.
uh, but
You know,
because of that fact, I said,
because
basically,
I don't want my perfect little record to have a bit of a black dot in it. Grow up.
well,
Grow up. I understand that it's your career, but it's
no, unfortunately, a lot of officers at the end of the day, when you bosses yell jump, they ask how high. But anyway, so because of that fact, as I say, the individuals get away with basically murder because the police do not want to do anything about it, and they're
no,
given
because they're
what
lazy. I've said that about borough police. They're lazy.
it's not even lazy to be fair. It's a protection racket. That's all it is. So because of this fact, as I said, I've now got this solicitor involved, and he said himself that clearly there's something, and he couldn't go into detail, but he did off the record tell me what the crack was. So I said, okay, fair enough. He said, I can't officially say anything now, but obviously, on completion of the court case, you can say everything that I've told you, and I'll even give you all the files. In fact, I'll do better than that. I'll even talk to the media for you. So I'm just biding my time at the minute because obviously, at the end of the day,
I
this is
know that
all
he's
going to.
been holding on to this for a while.
Oh, yes. And I've got so much evidence that, what's going on. But I'm not only
He could
just
tell
going
you. He could
to.
tell you. He could tell you some bits and pieces, but he can't tell you everything
Oh,
at
yeah,
the moment.
but I'm not even going to. I'm not just going to name the individuals, to be fair. I'm going to name the officers that were involved in the whole case.
Okay, all
Um,
right.
So I'm proper going on a witch hunt. And to be fair, I've already spoken to Panorama. They're very interested in the case
Of
because the
course, of
individuals.
course, it's panorama. Of course, they would be.
Well, no, they're very interested in the case because the individuals in question were involved with the Ellie Williams case. The young lady that said there was a grooming gang in the town. They were involved with that. So the media is all over this like a rash. So I've got Panorama involved, and I think they're very interested. In fact, to be fair, I've been having a number of emails and conversations with them, and also as my solicitor. Um, but we're just waiting for our time now to get our little day in court. Now, what really is upsetting Barrow Police, or rather the legal team at Penrith that deal with Barrow Police, is I've gone trial by jury. Now, I'll explain to those that don't know anything about the legal system how that works. When you go trial by jury, you have 12 members of the public who are not legally trained, they're like me and you and everybody else, to listen to all the evidence and they see all the evidence, all the crime records numbers, all the where it was NFA'd, all the backroom
They
deals,
just get
etc.
basically everything that is brought to the judge for the case.
Exactly, they see literally
Everything that is
everything.
put forward by both the solicitors and the lawyers
Well,
from both
you have the
parties,
prosecution.
they see everything.
Yeah, well, the way it works is you have us, which is claiming against the police, so we're the claimants,
Yeah.
and the defendants. And the defendants in this case are the police. Now, the interesting bit is the police cannot withhold anything. And this is what a lot of people don't realise when it comes to things like this. If we ask for information and the police have that information,
And
by
refuse to
law,
give it.
they have to give you it. No matter how much they don't want to, they don't have a choice.
Nope.
So we've got to say files and stuff that are shocking. I've been told about some of the files and stuff, and I am literally shocked. And I would love to tell everybody on here tonight what's going on, but I can't. What I
As
can
of
say
yet.
to it, what I can say to everybody who's listening is, because now they've made this offer, that just shows that they are very worried.
They are very, yeah. Because I even said this to Ed. I said, they're panicking.
Oh yeah, they're getting very worried because I've made it.
They're panicking big time.
Yeah, well, I've made it.
I'll actually repeat the full. Let me go and find it.
But yeah, they've said they've made this offer, which I find highly hilarious, and I've made it quite clear to all parties involved that no matter how much the police give or offer, I'm not going to take it. Now, my solicitor, as you can understand, is, if I'm honest, a little bit annoyed with me because he said, Ed, if they come along with 40 grand, 20 grand, whatever, I would be advising you to take it. I said, no, I've got no issue with that. You advise me all you like. I said, but at the end of the day, it's down to me if I want to take it. And he went, well, yeah, obviously, you're my client. Yeah, that's fine. I said, you advise me all you like. I said, I'll tell you how to word it to them to politely tell them to stick it up the Jackson. And he went, pardon? I said, well, as I said, I ain't taking a dime no matter how much money they throw at me. I want my day in court. And he said, yeah, okay, fine, no problem. So basically, we're just going through what legally you have to go through. You have to go through the procedures.
Yeah.
And our next court date is in September. And
so basically, I've got the replies that I sent to Ed. So Ed sent me the message of what was sent to him, and I put he's trying so hard not to go to court, and then Ed carries on going, please, yes, but he wants his day in court, and I put they know they effed up, they're now panicking and scrambling.
oh yeah, they are. And as I say, I've made it quite clear.
Basically, like, to Ed, you're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna end this one, Ed. I'm gonna send you another one.
Send me a sweet keyboard.
Yep. Come and get your love. Come and get your love. And and he will be with us in about 5. What makes you say that? Is there any proof that they have done that? Because there's no proof to say that they have or haven't done it.
Hello again, I'm back.
And we're no longer talking about the football. That was
Oh
about,
no.
That was about 10-15 minutes ago.
Yeah, whoever said that, you got to play catch up.
Yeah. So, Ed, would you like to carry on from where you left off?
Yeah. So basically, I say no. But yeah, no. Basically, where we're up to, what we experienced all. But yeah, so basically, they're offered a substantial settlement. Now, as I said, my solicitor's made it quite clear to me that the police think that's a substantial settlement, but just on the case alone, the minimum set out by national government, i.e., the Law Society, is £10,000. So they were just taking the Michael anyway. But it was the first offer, and he said this is standard practice. So that's fine and good. All but at the end of the day, say I'm making it clear to everybody, all the
You'd be
listeners.
looking at being offered quite an absurd amount of money.
Oh yes, I'm looking at absurd.
That's what I'm seeing from this. Like I'm like, they've started off at 4,000. That was their initial offer because
And that was jagging.
they don't want to go to court. It's that simple. Nobody does that sort of stuff unless they don't want to go to court. So clearly they didn't want to go to court. I don't care, Casey. I couldn't care less right now. We're not talking about football. Go away. If you're here to talk about football, I don't care. We've already spoken about football. We've moved on now.
Yeah, you were late, so you missed it all.
Yeah. So.
Oh dear, what a shame. Never mind. I like that
Yeah.
saying. I'll be honest.
I no longer care now because we've already spoke about it. Moved on. So.
But yeah, no, as I said, from my point of view, with the greatest respect to everybody involved, as I say, a lot of the rescue staff a lot of the rescue staff have had a few issues with these individuals. But paybacks are so and so. But yeah, because of that fact, as I say, we're going down the route of, as I say, that I'm trying to get my words in the gear. We're basically they're offering us money to not make this go away, so that they can keep these individuals under wraps.
Basically.
Because they do not want this. They don't want this coming out in the media. To be fair, the media are all over this like a, you know what I mean, and they are literally all over this like a rash. So we're just sitting back and letting the media do what it wants to do, and they're obviously speaking to my solicitor on a daily basis at the minute, as well as the police and stuff. And the police say, "I'm really not happy. I won't take the money and go away." But as I say, life is hard, and you move on. But so that's basically what I want to say, everybody. We're currently doing building work at the minute, as I said, which we have been doing for quite a while. And I'm not going to lie to folks, the reason we haven't got the building work completed is because we were left a substantial amount of land by a very close family friend. And the how can I put this nicely? Well, they've got away with it too long. They've got away with it too long.
So basically, they got up to some funny business and they got away with it for a bit too long.
Yeah. There's no way on the planet I'm dropping this. And they're really, really, really not happy about it. So, because of that fact, watch this space. That's the simplest way I can say it.
Yeah.
On the flip side of it, the rescue staff are going to have a damn good piss up when it's all over. And anybody who wants to.
What was that? You cut off. What happened to him?
Just give us a message when it all gets sorted out. You can come and join us because anybody's more than welcome. Because the only way this is going to get settled is either the police are going to have to review all the crimes. Now, this is the interesting bit. The crime commissioner is wading into this now because he's been called as a witness. So he's really not happy. But yeah, we really, really, really wasn't happy. So he's now he's now crawling all over this because he wants to know what's been going on. So as I say, it's going to be hilarious. Just watch this space, folks. At the end of the day, because as I say, the rescue will be looked after, the rescue staff are going to be looked after, and it's all going to be an amazing thing at the end of it. But the one thing that's going to happen is the police are either going to have to turn around and get these individuals dealt with correctly.
Yeah.
Which, I'll be blunt with you, they don't want to do. They've made that quite clear. Or they're going to be splattered all over every national newspaper and TV show in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So the police are then going to have to go from trying to cover for them to protect them. Because obviously, at the end of the day, when people see exactly what's been going on and stuff, they're not going to be too happy. Now, I'm not saying to anybody to take the law into your own hands, etc. What I will say is, at the end of the day, if you will see some of the evidence and stuff we've got, you will be shocked that individuals can do these to animals and members of disabled and people with disabilities. But that's all I'm going to say on that point. Anyway, next thing, shows, because I'm just realised what time it is.
Yeah, I was about to say we spent a good 10 minutes with the football. Then we spent a good 15 minutes with all that. Now we have the shows. So first up,
Yeah,
we have
shows.
got
This is where
ladies' night. Ladies' night. Before ladies' night, I should say. Next month.
We've got Andy Whitney, but we haven't. But the club has.
Yes. So basically, Cloud9 have literally not long just announced over the last couple of days that Andy Whitby for their bounce event is coming to Barrow, to Cloud9, and it's going to be an absolute corker. You don't want to miss it. They've got plenty of stuff going on. You don't want to miss out on this. So make sure.
So I was talking to Tara, and I strongly suggest everybody who wants to do this event gets the tickets sooner rather than later, because there is only X amount of tickets available for the whole club. I don't know what that number is, but I know whatever it is, there may or may not be enough for everybody. So I'd say for everybody that, because I've had messages myself asking if they can get 5 or 6 tickets and more, and I've referred them to the club because
I'm like, it's not our event. it's not ours.
Currently there is let me get my brain in here. It's a tenner a ticket, which is peanuts. It's what we do our events for, which I was quite shocked at, to be fair. But they go up. So early bird prices are a tenner. After that, it goes to 15 quid. Now, I'm telling everybody that I know, including people that do come to our events, supporters, that have contacted us about this event, to get their tickets now because they don't want to be disappointed. You know, so because of that fact, as I say, to get themselves down there and have a look at it, etc. Because this is going to be one of them events that people will be talking about. Look, I will say it to be as good as our event, if not better, because at the end of the day, they're bringing a decent name into the town, as we've been doing for years, and they've basically decided they want to do the same. Cloud9 do a hell of a lot for the town that people don't know about behind the scenes. So because of that fact, as I said, I'm telling everybody, get yourselves to Cloud9 and get your tickets, or alternatively, if you don't want to do that, get yourself to their online page and buy online, and then at least they've got
you can find it via Facebook. They'll have a link, I believe, to the tickets. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled on their Facebook page and whatnot for you to be able to. And like I said, I think they've also got other ways of doing it as well. So you might have to. How about on Wednesday? When we come back on Wednesday, I will tell you the link. For the tickets.
Yeah, we'll find the link and we'll send it over to you.
I will find the link and I will pop it into the chat so everybody can copy it, and then you can paste it, into your search bars and whatnot, so you can get your tickets. Because like I said, I believe it's next month, isn't it?
When is it, Anna? Right, mate. August it is.
It's what? It's when? It's who? It's why?
But yeah, basically, it's going to be an amazing event, to be fair.
You cut off there. When was it?
Hello, is that any better?
Oh yeah, that's better. It's just that you cut off for a second.
Fortunately, the signal over here has gone crap tonight, to be fair. But that's fine.
So when was it, did you say?
August it's taking place.
August? I thought it was August, because it's definitely not July, because we're currently in July. So I'm like, because they've just announced it over the last couple of days. I went, July's a bit too soon.
Yep, and then right after Andy's been to Barrow, obviously,
you've got the ladies' night.
The ladies' night. Now I am still getting phone calls from that. and people asking me if I'll give a couple of free tickets and stuff away. And
Oh
we will
no.
do that,
The
but
thing
we'll be
is,
doing
me
it
and
on.
Ed haven't even spoke about that yet
No,
because
we
it's
will be
quite
doing it.
because it's quite far away. It is in September, so you've got the rest of July. Because we're only at the beginning of July. Then you've got the
Yeah,
whole of August,
and then
and
a
then
little
you've
ways
got
in
at
September.
least 2 to 3 weeks of September. So you're
Yeah,
looking closely towards 3 months to go as a whole, or 2.5 months as a whole. So it's still quite a fair bit away when you think about it. Um, so when I'm saying chill your beans, and asking for
oh,
freebies and whatnot, because
oh, yeah,
I mean,
it,
like I said,
it, it,
we're probably
yeah.
gonna do it, but that it's not till ages away yet before we come up with anything like that, especially on here, because me and Ed haven't even spoke about it.
Oh yeah, it is ridiculous at the end of the day that
Because we
I'm
haven't,
getting
have we?
phone calls.
We haven't spoken about the free tickets at all.
I've been too busy, as I say, so people know what's been going on. We got text. I knew there was what I was on about earlier. Just come back to me. Yeah, basically, people have been asking how the refit's going. It's been going slow. The reason it's been going slow is because when the friend of the family passed away, left us a load of land in his will, which the family have been absolutely amazing with. Like, I know it sounds horrible, but we didn't. We weren't friends with the individual for that reason. He was a mate, and his family decided, his will said I should get X, Y, Z, and they've honoured it. And we are so pleased and shocked that they felt they treat us more like family than, if I'm honest, some of our own family do. But anyway, when we got all this property and stuff, we had to then sort it all out because, to give you an example, of this post on our page where we got a 60-foot shed by 25 foot wide, and the roof was been on there since about 77. We're now in 2000 and
Make sure you're liking the
uh,
live, guys, please. Make sure to
yeah,
subscribe if you haven't
2000,
already to.
yeah, we're now in 2024. So, the roof needed replacing. So we've been doing that work. We've been doing some of the allotments up and stuff that we left and getting them. And we've got more coming. But anyway, that's why we haven't done it as quickly or as good as what we should have done, because we have had other things that we've had to do. But the animals are fine. They're living it up in Kendall and stuff. But as I say, on the flip side of that, folks, like I know we've got people watching, don't forget to share this, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up. If you want to, you can send us a check. We don't mind. I'm sure.
Please,
I'm sure.
please, if you don't mind. Really help me towards the bills this month.
If you don't mind, it won't go directly. But I'm
It's
sure just more will make sure that it goes to a worthy cause. With Barrow Arms Theatre Bar. Um,
no, go straight to the Just Small Fund.
yeah, but yeah,
Go straight to the Just Small Fund. And he goes, oh, sorry, the Just Small Trust.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. What do you trust? I trust I'm going to spend it in the pub. Yeah,
It's because yeah, it's tough. It's been a tough journey. It's been a
oh,
it's
it's been a hard. I'll be honest with you. The last year and a half have been pretty tough on the rescue because
it's been
we've
it's
had
been it's been
a lot
tough.
of problems. Yeah, we had a lot of problems caused by certain individuals there, but we spoke about that earlier.
Mhm.
But on the flip side of that as well, we've had a few personal issues with Anne Marie. Anne Marie's the chairperson, by the way. She actually runs the rescue with
Ah,
her health and stuff. We've had to deal with that on a personal level. But that's down to that's fine. So we move on and we keep going and everything's great. Because luckily now everything's back to normal and I'm still as fruit as an upcake. But yeah, so basically we're starting the refit will be we're now concentrating on the refit more than what we have been doing. So we are starting to knock the work in. It's coming along nicely. I'll get some photos up to the page soon, and then people can see what we've been up to. But anyway, this back to the shows. Yes, we have the drag queen is going to be contacting you probably tomorrow or Monday.
thank you
The
because I've been waiting for a response.
Yeah, no, she's going to be. She said herself. Due to the amount of work she's had on at the moment, it's been ridiculous because she's also, even though she's a damn good drag queen, she's been doing a few little things as well herself. And as she said herself, I've been meeting myself coming back, which is fine. We all do that. when
Yeah,
things,
I'm
you know,
like,
when there's
like
what.
I said, like I was like, it's absolutely understandable that you're being absolutely swamped with stuff. I was like, just message me when you can, even if it's like a short message, and just go, can't give you an answer at the moment, a little bit busy, I'll have time on this
Oh
day
yeah,
or something. But
it's
I'm just sort of like, it's understandable. It's absolutely
yeah,
understandable.
yeah, but yeah. But as I say, we're
I
going to
mean,
be
It's happened with me when I've had like other appointments and other meetings, and or I've had interviews and stuff like that, and I'm like, it does get, you do forget about time, or when you simply say with me, I'm like applying for jobs and whatnot, you forget about time,
you do, you know, as I
because
said,
before you
it's
know
that
it,
much
you're
more.
applying for jobs for say 3 hours. That 3 hours, bing, gone. You're like, where's the
Well, it's
time
like, as I
gone?
said,
And then
they're,
you
they're
look, say,
cutting us
with
off
me,
here.
I check my emails to see if I've missed stuff, like I say, important
Yeah.
stuff, and I could do that for a couple of hours, and then you just sort of like, where's the
Well,
time
the
gone?
thing is, at the end of the day, you've also got to take some time out for yourself or you'll burn out.
Oh yeah,
So, you know, hold on. Now, as I say, going back to the show, because this is the important bit, we have got a meet and greet with the boys on the night where you will
oh,
get a.
I was wondering what you meant, and I was like, the boys, you on about the show?
I'm on about the show again, yes, naked men. We've got a meet
No,
and
I meant
greet
like
where.
the TV show. I was like, the TV show called The Boys. I was like, wait, what? He probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. To anybody else that knows The Boys, you're a real one.
I ain't got a clue, never watched it. I was too busy
Oh,
out getting parties.
it's really really good. You should give it a watch.
So, but yeah, but we've got a meet and greet with the boys where you'll get a signed T-shirt off them. So, and again, that'll be one of them that everybody will talk about because they're still talking about it now. To be fair,
Mm.
our previous show, but these lads are absolutely amazing. And I know I'm saying that like I'm into seeing half naked
Yeah, we
men,
know
but I'm
exactly
not.
what you're saying, huh?
You know, I don't wear stockings and suspenders like my co-presenter here.
No, it's
I
not.
don't
The
have.
thing is,
You know,
do you want to know what the funny part is? I got to our last show, and there was no stockings and suspenders in sight. So who's the big fibber
yeah,
now?
that's because at the end of the day, you know, we didn't want to upstate the drag
No, no,
show.
no,
We
no!
didn't want
Don't chat
to.
shit. Don't chat it.
No, no,
You
we were going to bring
absolute
them, and then we
foolhardy.
realised that if we did, and you
Full of
put
it.
them on,
Full of
then
it.
then
Because
it's
you not never came to me and tried to banter with me about the stockings at all throughout the entire night. And so that's when I knew this lot were chatting.
Yeah, no, we had stockings and suspenders ready, but we realised if we put you in stockings and suspenders, the ones doing the actual show wouldn't be able to cope, and probably the crowd
by
wouldn't
the
be able to
by
cope either.
by the
So
way,
we threw
there was this. I think there was only two of them that were is the drag, and
there
the
was a number of people in that event wearing stockings, and somebody even had false boobs.
I didn't even notice because I was too busy watching the show.
Yeah, yeah. Every time you turn around, they're right in front of your face. But yeah, so
The thing is,
but
I
yeah, so
don't
that's it.
notice. I'm deluded half the time. Like I'm in my own little world. I'm like,
Oh yeah, but after that, we then got that sorted out. Um, but we've then got, as I say, we're still in talks with Chubby, and to be blunt, we're pretty confident we're back in Barrow soon.
yeah.
That's all I can say on the point. However,
Just wait. Just
we
hold the space. Just wait.
yeah, you know, at the end of the day, it's like everything in life, you wait for what's good. But then we've got the Christmas show, and the Christmas show, as I said, is going to be another blast from the past because we've got some amazing performers coming.
Yeah.
And you get a decent pie and peas as well, which, you know, you can't knock a decent pie and
Bang,
peas.
bang.
I'll give you like 2 beers.
I'm expecting Dave to just hang around the corner.
Well, he is
The
listening
thing is,
tonight. You've already
if
messaged him.
Dave is actually watching this, don't hang around the pie and peas again. Because I remember at the last one, I'm like, Dave, bugger off.
He was protecting them,
I said to
you
him, I
know.
was like, Dave, bugger off. Like, you can't just stand here and not do your job.
And
You've
I
been
was
brought in to
protecting
do.
them like I was
Bugger
protecting
off.
the feet.
Because I think there
You
was
know, he
one
was
point he was
protecting.
stood right in the middle of a shot that I was saying. He was like, Dave, bugger off. Go do your job.
Oh no, I'm really saying we always have an amazing show at the Christmas show anyway. But we've got we're normally the bus lot turn
And
up
I,
and
lo- and that's,
Morrison
I
turn
like
up and
Dave and whatnot. It's just that when it
go
comes to his
turn up
paying
and
P's, for some reason he becomes an absolute monster. I'm like, go over there, bugger off.
it's because
Go away, go away. I'm trying to take some shots, and you're right in the middle of him because I'm protecting the pies. I'm gonna protect. Are the pies gonna protect you in a minute? Pain in the ass. Bugger off.
it's because he knows how good the pie and peas are, to be fair. But yeah, the ones we're getting in this year, we had a couple of years ago. We couldn't do it last year for us because we just double booked there. But literally, we've got them back again this year, and as I say, they are absolutely gorgeous. I know because I go and get a pie every time in that area of town.
You see,
And
the thing is with pie and peas, for me, that for me is like a wedding dish or maybe a funeral. Like,
if I had pie and peas at my wedding, mate, I'd have got lynched. It's like, no, the thing with pie and peas is it's a perfect little snack if you're out
it
on the.
is because you could literally have that as a starter for a wedding. Like you could have it as a starter for a wedding because everyone's
So
gonna
you're going to
enjoy
be
it.
popular when you get.
Everyone's gonna demolish about 2 or 3, and then in about an hour's time, people are gonna be hungry again, and then you'll have the actual main dishes. So that's when I'm just sort of like, that's a little bit of me.
Yeah, well, as I said, there's lots going on, but yeah, we got the pie and peas coming back, and I say they are gorgeous. They're one of the best in the town, to be fair. So that's going to be fun.
Nice.
Next week we've got some meetings taking place with councillors and stuff, so I'll give you more information about that next week. What that's all about, because obviously we don't want to say too much just yet. But there's lots of things going on in the background. I'll say it again, and I say this quite a lot on the page. If anybody wants to come and help volunteer and do some of the refit and stuff, all you've got to be able to do is work. You don't have to be, a rocket scientist or anything. We'll give you a job that you can cope with. It's like Mike's our chief.
You just gotta put in a solid shift.
Yeah, but all Mike,
All you
it's
gotta do is
like
put in a
Mike,
solid shift, a little bit of effort, a little bit of elbow
yeah,
grease. I like to say, put your elbows
yeah.
into
Well,
it.
Mike's our chief fire starter. Because every time we have a fire, he's the old fight spitter to do the job. So Mike burns everything for us. I think he's an arsonist, to be fair, but he just doesn't want to.
The stories I've been told, what he's like, what Mike's like with the freaking, he's like with the woods. I'm pretty sure one time he set fire. He set a fire alight
Oh, yeah. Very
because
good
he
at
put
fire.
far too much wood in. I'm like, if that was me
Yeah,
there, I'm like, what are you doing? It's
yeah,
a
no,
wallop
very
him
good.
side of head. I'm like, what are you doing? You pillock. Like, why are you putting far too much in? You should realise that there's too much in there. Like, what?
I can't really get anything. I use petrol to start 'em, so I can't really say anything, to
That's
be fair.
why! That's why, you pillock! That's
Yeah, I
why!
just want
That's why!
half a gallon of
What's
petrol.
more
That'll do.
flammable than anything else? Petrol!
Yeah,
You
it gets the fire
freaking
going well.
donkey! Like,
It's lovely. It's lovely and warm. It
why
gets
would
the
you
fire
put
going
this
well.
gasoline on? Never mind that. I've got some petrol here, love. I
Doesn't do well for your eyebrows, but doesn't have to get
tell
the
you
fire
what,
going.
it's 5% safer, you know. There we go.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't do much for your eyebrows, but
Not the
but
fire
yeah, the
department.
Mike does all our business for us, enjoys it, and he helps out where he can. To be fair, I'll give the lad his due. But yeah, we've got so much work down there at the moment. To say we've got a builder coming tomorrow again to do some more work for us. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing. This year, say it's going to be going up great. And later in the year, I'm going to do a huge announcement, which you already know about anyway. People definitely want to see what's happening there. And I think it's very what's the word? Let me think. I think it's very good that the Cloud9 taking a punt with Andy Whitby. I know we did book him, but unfortunately he cancelled on us. Nothing to do with Cloud9, however, that was just us our event. He cancelled on us, and then when he did come back to us, we'd already found a replacement for him, which is fine. But as I say, he's loved in the local stuff. Get yourself along Cloud9, support the club. Just because at the end of the day, they do cheap beer. Where else in town can you get 5 bottles of Bud for a tenner apart from Tesco's?
That's
You know, and
that's on for the entirety of the Euro, so don't miss out your chance. That's you and 5 of your best mates.
Yeah, so when
each.
England get knocked out in the next match, it'll all finish.
Don't do that. Don't say that. Because I want them to win. I want us to win, even if the coach isn't good enough. I still want us to win. So if we go crashing out,
I want to be black and 7'2". What you want and what you get's too dignity doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna happen.
the thing is,
You know what I
though,
mean?
that's quite true for me in a manner of sense. Because I want to be taller and a little more,
Yeah,
a little bit more tanned. You know, I wish I'm a little munchkin over here. I'm like, I wish I could be about what 5'10", 6 foot. I'm like, wish I could be that high. I'm like, even if I was 5'7", I'd be happy.
Well, yeah, no, because of that,
I can see everybody else. I'm like, is it really that fun up there?
yeah, oh yeah.
I'm like, it's so boring down here. Like, you can't see anything because whenever you go watch it, there's always somebody freaking taller than you sat in front.
Oh yeah,
There's always somebody taller. There's always somebody taller who sits directly in front of you, and you're like,
yep, yep. And Anne-Marie knows that problem. To be fair,
Anne-Marie knows my pain.
Yeah, she's little short.
Especially
She's
if you
little
want to
short.
go to the theatre. If you want to go to the theatre, the cinema, go watch football, you sit in one spot. And there's always that one Donny who's about 7 foot tall. He sits in front of you. You're like, you, my friend, you giraffe, you belong back there. What are you doing here?
But no, you dare argue with Anne-Marie, mind you. She'll bite your ankles. It's horrible.
See, that's the best thing about being short. We can get in your ankles real quick. you want to start having to go at us short people. Us short people have a right to go at your right a good old nibble on your ankles. That's it. Right on it.
I know I'm in the doghouse because she doesn't talk to me, which is on one hand a good thing, but then again, at the end of the day, she never talks to me.
Don't let you say that.
Yeah. Oh, she's sitting next to me at the minute, just playing on the phone as usual. So
yeah, she's looking at you now with the biggest death glare.
Oh, I want to talk to Anne-Marie.
She's there going.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting on the phone at the minute, yeah. But if I want to talk,
there it is.
when I'm not on the show, if I want to talk to Anne-Marie, I've got to send her a text message and make an appointment. But anyway, life for you. But on that happy note, because I've realised what time it is. It literally is now 3 minutes to 9. I'm going to leave you to it, and obviously the rest of the listeners. Seriously, folks, though, we've got some major announcements coming.
I would say within the next month.
We're not going to hit you.
Actually, within the next couple of months.
The next couple of weeks, to be fair, we've got some major announcements coming. But I'm not going to say too much at the moment on here, etc. Just because at the end of the day, if we tell you everything, you'll have nothing to talk about for the rest of the year.
Well,
So
yeah.
this is why we're not telling you everything that's going on. We're just giving you a little bit.
That's what I've been saying to everybody as well. Is that this is why we're not telling you everything, because if we tell you what's coming next year now, do you really think you're going to be that bothered?
Well, then you're not two things. They're not be bothered.
You'd have nothing to get excited about because you've already heard about everything. So you've already heard of rumblings. You've heard of people that we've already spoken of, like your scooter, etc.
Yeah,
We've already mentioned that. But when it comes to the other stuff, honey,
you're just gonna have to be patient.
This town's gonna pop off. You know, sometimes you gotta pop out and show people. Like you've got, sometimes you gotta pop out and show people, and that's what we're gonna do. That is literally what we're gonna do for next year, and 2026, and possibly even 2027. So keep your eyes peeled on this YouTube channel, because this is where you get all the juicy details and announcements right here on the Just Know Show. All the exclusive details and information is found right here. So make sure you subscribe with the bell. You always get a notification every time I go live or drop any other kind of content. Crush that like button. Crush the like button. Crush the like button, please, because it helps out the algorithm for the channel, which helps get the channel out there to more eyes and more people. So please, crush the like button, please. Do it now.
Yeah. Just remember, at the end of the day, we always give a couple of free tickets away to our events. and some of the events we've got planned for next year and stuff and the year after.
Oh, we've got some
It's going
corkers.
a lot
We've
better.
got some bangers.
So, but on that
The
happy
names
note,
that have been said to me are dumb. Because I remember when Ed told me my jaw was on the floor, I was like, excuse me? Huh?
yeah,
Because the sheer because I thought he meant tributes. They're not tributes! Nope!
yeah. But on that happy note, I'm going
Nope!
to tell everybody.
See, Ed does
Remember,
exactly.
remember, everybody, we do a quick catch-up show on a Wednesday, and we go into
Yeah.
detail on the
I'll see you
Saturday.
for the catch-up show on Wednesday. Ed, I'll have a chat
Yep.
with you a little bit later if you want, or tomorrow, whenever.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Well, we'll go through everything and what's been going on and whatnot. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening, folks. Enjoy the football if you can. Yes, we did score today on penalties, which I'm not going to do.
I mean,
I
we
will
did
admit,
score with Bukayo Saka, but at the same time,
I will admit I was shocked when we won on penalties because I'll be honest with you. The minute he said it was penalties, I thought that's us going home. Get your
I kind of
suitcases
did
ready.
as well, to be honest, because I was like, if this is how we're playing, I don't expect us to win this penalty shootout. But hey, I got surprised.
Okay. I think
But
the
then I
next game's
remembered
going to be a
Cole
lot.
Palmer was playing. I was like, Cole Palmer's playing, he's scoring his penalty. So I was like, if Cole Palmer's playing, he's scoring his penalty.
Oh yeah, but I think a lot. I think the next game's going to be harder. But anyway, we'll leave it at that, folks. I'm going to go. You enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will speak to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Alright, ladies and gentle dogs, that is going to be everything from me tonight. We've had ourselves a right good time. Alright. Spud it. God, there's something wrong with me. Oh, I was never going to get a girlfriend. Oh, well, that's it for now. Good night.